Hello, in this video we're going to talk about how we can use functions in Google Sheets. For this one, I'm going to mostly focus on finding the average in my gradebook. I find that generally when I use functions in Google Sheets, I mostly use average or sum. So in order to use functions, the first thing you're going to want to do is know where your functions tab is hiding, and that's this little symbol up here at the top. If you click the arrow next to it, you'll see that you have your basic, sum, average, count, max, and maximum and minimum. There are also many more functions that are available here, most like a way beyond my understanding of functions. But if spreadsheets are your thing, then feel free to explore and go play. Today, I'm going to be using average to find the average on some quiz scores. So what I will do is I'm going to highlight the numbers that I want to find the average for. So I'm going to average each student's quiz scores. So once that's highlighted, I go to the functions and I click on average. And I'm going to hit enter and it'll put it in the next cell over here. The other way you can do that is you can click on the cell you know you're going to want your average to go into. So here for Dustin, we'll just click on where we want our average to pop up. I will come here to functions. I'm going to click average, and you can see this time in my parentheses, it's blank. So now I can click and highlight the cells that I want to have fall into that equation that it's going to find the average of, and then just hit enter. And same thing, I will get my average here. So I'm just going to keep going through and find the average for each of my students. And once I have all the averages, you can see they're here. The other thing too is maybe you want to get more specific with decimal places. So if you click and highlight, you can see up here we can decrease decimal places or increase. So maybe I want to go out to my tenths or my hundredths. I usually like tenths because a lot of times I will use that for rounding up to the whole number. And that way we can get a bit more specific on seeing where they fall on averages. So that's the basics of using functions in Google Sheets. Again, there's many more things you can do with it, but I generally find that sum and average are the two that I use the most.